All right, let's talk about your home page. And we're going to dive right in, but real quick. Um, the home page, for the most part, is edited in a certain page, specifically the page called the home page. But we'll have common elements that are pulled in from other areas. I'll get into that in other videos, but what I'm referring to is your header with your menu. If you scroll down, the featured teacher section, your testimonials, and then all the way down. Those are piped in through other elements, other sections. I'll cover those for the most part in other videos. So when I'm going over editing these elements, don't, oh, hey, how do we do the featured teachers? I'll go over that in other videos that specifically focus on those items. Okay? All right. So right now, I'm in the back end. I'm under Pages. I went to Pages, and I selected the home page. So that's where I'm at. And just to go back so you can follow along, just in case you're having a hard time. Now, if you're following this video and you pull this up and it does not look like this, it has another look, that means you are not in composer mode. Basically, you're seeing back in classic mode, something like this, right? So make sure you're under back-end editor. And then what you'll get is this view. Alright, so basically what you see here is drag and drop elements. We can drag, include, add elements, and then order them how we see fit. So just like you see on the website, the banner, then the Why We Have the Best Teacher section, then the Why We Play section, the Best Piano Teacher section, so forth, you'll see the same order, so forth and so forth. So what we're doing is working and editing these individual sections. So homepage slider, not much to mess with other than the two titles. So if we roll over it, we'll see that green box pop up. I can click the pencil, it means the edit, title, subtitle, and that's what you see here. Title, subtitle. Easy enough. When you're done, hit save. And make sure you hit update, otherwise it won't save it. Next is the Why We Have section. The main title, the main paragraph, and then each individual paragraph. So main title, paragraph, and then the for. Now the icons, pay attention here because this is not hard, but it's a little bit of work, meaning where these icons come from. So right now I have these default ones. That could be, I don't know what your title is going to be here, so more than likely you're going to change this. How we do that is what we want to do is there's a thing called Font Awesome, highly common, widely used. What you want to do is Google Font Awesome and find cheat sheet. So I googled Font Awesome. Well, let's see if I do just Font Awesome. No, there we go. And then when you get to your Google search, you'll see cheat sheet. So all these icons you can use. So you have a ton of icons, a ton of choices, a plethora, if you will. And what you want to do is copy the name. So let's go ahead and do the little Android guy, just for whatever. I'll copy it, and then I'll come down to the icon 1, which is this one. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Paste that name in, so it's always FA, as in Font Awesome, and then name. Save it, update. Refresh, and then bingo, bango, there's our icon change. So you guys can change these out. You just got to go get them from this list. There's a ton of them. Lightning bolts and cars and papers and gears and whatever else. All right. The Why We Play. Pretty straightforward. Title. Here's your button title. The button link right now doesn't go anywhere. Where is it going to? And then your text. So I don't know what it's going to go to, another page with content. You would type that in, and make sure when you do it, it's the full link. This link, whatever. Don't do just the www. Hey, why is it not working? Because it's got to have the the HTTP. Okay. Next, below that is the same as we see the images with the text flow to left and flow to right. You meaning right for this one, left for this one. And if you click over the pencil, you'll see, don't worry about widget title, we don't need that. It's something that's part of the Visual Composer, it's included. You see the image that we've added, how the size of the image, whether you're aligning it left or right. Clearly, the piano is left. Okay, and then some other options where it's linked to. All right. And then the text. Here's the text. Just like your normal text editor, only main difference is we can insert buttons and give a title and subtitle. Okay. And that's the same thing for the section below. This right here is the same way, so I'm not going to open that one to show you. Same thing. Here's a dividing line, but the same thing, but except for the images is flow to right, text flow to left. Right, so you get our newsletter as a text. So I'm not going to go over every single one because I think it's really self-explanatory. You click the pencil, the box pops up, and you fill it out. Featured teachers. Basically, even though we're kind of setting it up here, we're not. It's piped in from another section, from another area, but we do have control over it. So as you'll see, when we open the box, we have the title, right? And then we choose our users. In the beginning, we're talking about being random, and I can't remember specifically the full conversation, but basically it's set up to choose the particular users. That way, you guys have control over what users are being shown. That way you're not showing somebody that doesn't have filled. They haven't. If it's random, maybe you got some guy showing up in there who hasn't filled out his profile. He doesn't even have an image or something in there, or whatever the case may be, and then his profile looks silly. Now you're featuring him, so now your online site looks a little goofy. So basically, all you want to do is add the username of that particular person. A little bit of work, but same, it's there. So if we click on members, we can see the actual username. So if I did, see Dwayne and Test, let's do Dwayne, Test, and Charlie. I know it's a couple steps, but we're working with a layout builder, and just some things, you got to do a certain way. So where are we? Featured teachers. So we'll do Dwayne, I think it's capital, Charlie, Test, save it, right? Update. Refresh. Let's scroll down here. And then what we have is 2 empty boxes, which means more than likely this person has not uploaded the picture. So we have me, Dwayne, and Tess, or they've been deleted. So I gotta check this. Either it's a bug or there's a reason for this. So just bear with me here. Members. Let's see. Let's see, Dwayne, see no picture, so that makes sense. John Doe, Test, no, that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pop Eric in there. And that should take care of that. So that's not a bug, it's just someone's got to have a picture, and that's the biggest reason why you're going to want to have control over that, because, who knows what people, what if someone put some silly picture in there, right? Normally I would pause it while I'm doing this, but I think it's important that you're here while this is going on. So, man, I can't remember, is it capital? Is it a capital? I'm going to go with capital because I can't remember. Oops. Okay, so home. Yep, I didn't do it right, so maybe it's not capital. Whoops. And you're probably following along going, no, the name is this, but you know, it works. I'm just misspelling some names and not paying enough attention, which is okay. So anyways, that's, if you put the right username in, which I'm obviously not doing, that will take care of that. Testimonials, pretty much the same as above. How many do you want? Here's the title. Here is the content. So if we look at this, excuse me, the title, and then here is pulling in the testimonials, which you'd have to add in there. Now that's a video I'm going to go over separately from this one. Newsletter, which I think I skipped. Title, I wouldn't worry about, leave that how it is, don't mess with that. Submit button, if you want to change that you could, and then obviously the title if you want to change that. Don't mess with this button right here because that's going to take care of that newsletter being sent. Okay, that's it. This was a little long-winded. I hope to be a little faster than I was, but I wasn't. So that's that. Hopefully that helps.